And we're live. What's up, guys? If you're not watching this live, welcome to the replay. This is, as the title stated, all vintage toys. It's all vintage toy haul. Everything you see in this haul is going to be from the 80s. Probably before some of you were born. But I'm very, very excited to share this. It's been something that I've been kind of waiting to do for a couple months now. Everything here was purchased from Badger Fist Collectibles or Retro Madness or a seller at the toy show that I went to, which I don't have his information. So, but everything here, everything is vintage. We have M.A.S.K stuff, Star Wars stuff, Tron stuff, Sectars stuff, Transformer stuff. Is that everything? I think that's everything. But there's a bunch of stuff here. So, welcome to the live stream, guys. And let me do a couple things here. First of all, happy Monday. I had the day off work today because it's the first day of the year. It's 420. Yeah, for all you guys that celebrate 420. It's 420 on the first Monday of 2022. Let's see. So let me do something here while we wait for people to show up. I see some peeps already in here. Hopefully had the day off of work. But Benjamin Atienza was the very first person to say something in the chat ski. How is the audio sounding, guys? How's the audio? How's the video? Everything look good? This might be one of the final live streams you see with this webcam. I'm buying an Elgato face cam for my streams, which will hopefully improve the quality. So that will be coming soon. I'm going to get rid of this Logitech. It served its purpose. It's been okay, but this Elgato, from all the reviews I've seen, this thing is freaking phenomenal. Anyway. Let's see who else is here. So, once again, Ben Tenza, first person. Rashad, 254 Figs Collector. How's it going, Rashad? Good to see you in here. I feel like I'm crooked. Do I need to straighten this out? Nope, other direction. There we go. Is that better? Now I'm centered. Stuart Fullbrook from the UK. How's it going, Stuart? How are you? Chi-Town Cylon. How's it going? Happy New Year, Rashad. Hello, Retro Brick Studios. Hello, Liz Sam Official. Happy New Year to you. Let's see. Transformers, do it! I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vintage Transformers in this haul to add to this collection. Let's see here. Who else is here? The Thor 2941. Ben Tenza says, yes, M.A.S.K. I have 2 boxed, sealed, never been opened before since 1980 frickin' 5 or 6 or whenever the hell these two came out. Let's see. Let's check the date. I can't tell, but when I get to it, I'll look at the date. Sealed. Got 2 there. Let's see. The Thor says, let's go Rangers. Yeah, I decided to put this on. Mika Zibanejad had a hat trick. Was it yesterday? And they're the only game today. They're playing the Oilers, Edmonton Oilers. So I decided to put on my super bad Zibanejad jersey. Had a couple people compliment me on it while I was out and about today. I was like, cool. That's pretty cool. They're like, that's a really nice looking jersey. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Brett Turner's here. Hulk Smash Toys. Hello. Chi-Town Cylon. Sound and looks good. Okay, excellent. Rashad says both are good. Ben Tenza says audio and video are good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Friendly Neighborhood YouTuber. Audio and video is good. Zach Rock 825. Marvel Legends are the best figures out there. I'll tell you what. I have finalized the list. So let me just tell you something. This doesn't have anything to do with vintage toys, but I am working on another video. I was originally going to do a top 10 figures of 2021. That has changed. It is now the top 21 figures of 2021. I'm separating it into 2 videos. The first video will be numbers 11 through 21. The second video will be 1 through 10. I have all of my favorite figures of the year literally right here under my hand on this side of the desk. And holy frick, there are so many beautiful pieces of plastic on this desk right here. So many great figures came out in 2021. And you mentioned Marvel Legends, Zach Rock, and I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 Marvel Legends on this desk here. I don't know where they're going to rank. I don't know where they're going to fall. If they're going to fall in the top 10 or the bottom 10, or maybe runners up. But there's 4 of them right here, if I can count properly. I think that's 4. Anyway, yeah, Marvel Legends are pretty badass. Turtle Chris is here. Mark P is here. Nolan Dahl, Happy New Year. Malika Mabane, peace and love to Cincy. Happy New Year, good brother. Peace and love to you, my friend, Malika Mabane. Thank you for being here. Chris Morgan, hey Cincy, how have you been? Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. My staycation officially ends today. I'm going back to work tomorrow. January and February, we looked at the calendar today. Between work and the girls' extracurriculars and meets and competitions and just stuff going on, going places, work trips, holy frick. This first quarter of 2022, so frickin' busy. So busy. Holy cow. It's kind of intimidating when I see how many things we have to do in January and February and even March. But we'll do it. We'll make it happen. John Rose, Happy New Year. Willie Woodson, Happy New Year. Fabulous Disaster, hello. Zach Rock says, hi, man. Hi, Zach Rock. Michael Thomas, how's it going? Tech Chucker, how's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope you're doing well. Nameless 70, what's up, Cincy? Hopefully the rumors about the DCEU aren't true. I have not heard these rumors that you're referring to. Care to share in the chat? What the frick was that? Sort of a spring sprang. I think one of my I have like 2 arms on this desk. One of them is holding a ring light. The other one, it's like interchangeable if I need to switch the location. And one of the springs just sprang. Anyway, so what are these rumors, Nameless? Please share. Don't leave me hanging. Velox says, what NHL team do you dislike the most? Ooh. Dislike the most. It's a tough call. You know what's funny is there's a couple teams that I dislike, but I still like a lot of the players on the team. So it's not like I have any hate for any teams. I was kind of born into a dislike for the Pittsburgh Penguins because I grew up as a Washington Capitals fan. So that was our big rival. And then the other team that I've grown to dislike, but there's still a couple players I really like, Nashville Predators. And I own like 3 Predators jerseys. So it's a good dislike. It's a healthy dislike. Zach Rock, what do you think is better, Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series? I have let's see. I have more Marvel Legends in my best figures of 2021 than I do Black Series figures. So if that says anything, there you go. Vintage toys are pretty sweet. Modern replicas are cool, but the OG stuff still holds a special place in my heart. Old Man Hosetown, thank you for the natural segue. Let's get started. We're going to get started. I think the first thing that was mentioned that someone was excited for was Transformers. So we're going to get started with those. Again, everything you see in this video, in this toy haul, everything here was created in the 1980s. There is nothing from the 90s. There's nothing from the aughts. There's nothing from the 10s. Everything here from the 80s. We're going to start with Transformers. I'm going to start with the smallest Transformer in this little haul ski. And that would be... just making sure I don't have any of his... because some of these things... once again, a couple of these things you're going to see are still sealed in box. Most of these are loose, including this guy right here. So here's Huffer. I picked up Huffer. He's pretty badass. I really freaking like Huffer. He's a little dude. He's a mini bot. I always loved the mini bots. But he hauled Optimus Prime's freaking trailer in one episode. So I always thought that was so cool that a little mini bot, a little tiny truck, hauled Optimus Prime's trailer. I thought that was the coolest little scene ever. But I got Huffer. So there's the first one, Minibot, Huffer. We're just gonna go in size order here. The next one, I do have some literature for. It is one of my favorite medium-sized Autobot cars, just because I love the actual alt mode. I love the car that he transforms into. I love the color. I just really like the bot. The bot is Sunstreaker. So I got the vintage G1 Sunstreaker. He is not 100% complete. He's missing. He came with a little missile arm that you could pop out the fist and put a little missile arm in. He's missing one of those. What else is he missing? I think he's missing one other thing, but he looks freaking fantastic. G1 Transformers Sunstreaker. Freaking sweet. And also, he also comes with this right here. Okay, so this will tell me what he's missing. So this is the little instruction manual. I love the literature for vintage toys. I love the manuals. I love the little advertisements that come with it. Sometimes I like the literature, the paperwork, more than the actual figure itself, but there you go. So I'm missing these little shoulder things. These little yellow shoulder things. There came with 4, and then there's the little missile things right there. I'm missing those. So I'm going to be looking for those, I guess on eBay or Mercari or through another collector, whatever. But I'll be looking for those just to have a complete Sunstreaker. But he's freaking beautiful. Lamborghini Countach, or is it Countach? I never knew how to pronounce that. I think it's Countach. But Lambo. Turns into a Lambo, baby. And there's his literature. Again, I freaking love these instruction manuals from old 80s toys. But once again, there's 2 down. Sunstreaker and Huffer. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying here. Alright. What did you think? Oh, I read that. Am I on live chat? I am. Okay. So we're on Ben Tenza. Did you see the Rob Pattinson figure from McFarlane? SMH. Yes, it looked like ass. I mean, there's no really nice way to say it. It looked like total freaking ass. So hopefully they rework that. I think the sculpt is okay. It looked like he had no neck. It looked like he had a big ass head and then his head connected directly to the body. He needs a neck because he's kind of a slim looking dude, but the paint job on the face just looked terrible. So hopefully old Toddy Mac reworks that one. The Penguin looked okay. And then what was the other figure that we saw? Catwoman looked okay. I think they need a little bit more work, honestly. Because that movie's, from the looks of the trailer, that movie is going to kick ass. And we need good figures. We need good figures. Because I know we're going to get Hot Toys, but not everyone can really go for Hot Toys. So we're probably going to get SHF. Not everyone can go for those. So we need a good $20 price point action figure for that movie. Because again, I think that movie's going to frickin'... It has a chance to be the best movie of the year. So we'll see. Anyway, yes. I saw that figure and I was like, what in the hell? Blair Weatherby, how's it going? Tech Chucker says, did you catch that Winter Classic in my neck of the woods? I did. And I watched the entire game. It looked good. Those guys looked like they were freezing their frickin' patooties off. It looked very, very cold. But it was a very cool looking game. And I was wearing my Blues jersey and they won. The Blues won. So I do want a Minnesota Wild jersey from that game, and I want Kirill Kaprizov on that jersey. Doombot, how's it going? Benjamin, did you watch the day 1 pay-per-view, the ending, SMH? Alright, so right before I went live, I was actually watching day 1. Because I did not see it live. I was watching the Winter Classic. And I have not watched the main event yet. I have not watched it yet. But because of the internet, I saw that Brock is holding the belt. So I don't know how it happens. I don't know what happens. I don't know if someone turns on someone. I don't know if there's a freaking heel turn. I don't know if Lesnar wins clean. All I know is that Lesnar is probably the champ now based on pictures I've seen on the internet. So I still have to watch that final match. I have 35 minutes left to go in the pay-per-view. And I'll probably watch it before Raw tonight. Bobby Makovsky, how's it going? Stuart says, how are you doing with Cobra Kai Season 4? It just keeps getting better. So we're on episode 5, I think. The last episode was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I've watched the training montage, Johnny Lawrence's training montage, 4 times now. And every time I watch it, I laugh. It is so freaking... It's a parody, basically. But it's done... It's done in Cobra Kai serious tone, but it's a parody. It's so funny. So freaking funny. Anyway, watch Cobra Kai, guys. If you have not watched Season 4, do yourself a favor and watch it. I think we're going to try and finish it tonight, the wife and I, because she likes it too. M. Castaneda, 80s was the best decade for toys and tunes. Justin Shannon, Huffer and Gears were my first 2 Transformers. I've always liked Huffer. Jay Zeus, I'm doing great. How are you? Night of Ren says, what's up? I'm just getting home from work. Decompress time. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hope you had a great day at work. Night of Ren. I did not work today. Worked out with the wife this morning. Had a freaking awesome workout. Burned 600 calories. And then I took my mom. She broke her eyeglasses, so I had to go take her to an eye exam and to get some new eyeglasses. And then I ended up taping her existing glasses because it takes freaking 14 days to get glasses ordered. Anyway, that was my day. Let's see here. Okay, so Nameless says DCEU rumors are that the new Trinity will be Supergirl, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman. No more Superman or Batman. This is why Matt Reeves wants his movie, The Batman, separate from everything. I don't think they're going to do that. They won't do that. They're going to introduce the Supergirl and Batgirl characters, but they're not going to do away with Superman and Batman. Trust me. That would just be a mistake. Zoom Flight. I did not finish Arcane. I'm on episode 2. I'm working my way through it. Before someone asks, I have not watched The Witcher. I'm working my way through that too. Kiwi Collector, how's it going? I finally, after a year of searching, found the Netflix Earthrise Soundwave. Ah, the hunt is over. Isn't it great when you're looking for something for a long, long time and you finally freaking find it, and then you're just there's a relief, like a burden off your shoulders. You don't have to look for that thing anymore. You found it. Which is the case for one of these items you're going to see here. Let's get back to the toy haul. We're going to go in size order once again. And the next item is... Bam. Dinobot. Original. G1 Dinobot Snarl. Bam. Hell yes. Chrome. Die-cast. Freaking awesome. Got the sword. Got the gunski. Looks great. I even got the literature. Bam. Can't go wrong with that. So let's take a quick look at that. There's Snarl. He's a Stegosaurus. And there's the literature. Hell yes. And he is complete. I have him complete. He even has this badass thing. Tech specs. I don't know if that's what they're called, but I always call them the tech specs. And you use the little red thing so you could see where he ranked on all of these different categories. Freaking awesome. So there's Snarl. Once again. So that is, for those that are keeping track, Snarl, Sunstreaker, Huffer, G1, Original, Transformers. We're going to close out the Transformers here before we get back to the chat with my final Transformers G1 Vintage 80s figure in this haul. He's one of my favorite Decepticons. He's one of my favorite Transformers characters, period. He's awesome. He's awesome, period. And his name is Soundwave. So here's the original G1. Spring needs a little help. The spring needs a little assistance, but there he is, Soundwave. Absolutely awesome. Love the die-cast feed on him. Love all the beautiful stickers. Very, very cool. There's his back. When I was a very young child and this first came out, I always thought that this was an actual working tape recorder or tape player until I got the toy. Because yes, I did own this one previously, and I realized, hey, this doesn't actually play a tape. It's just a transformer, just a toy. But yes, I actually thought, because I saw someone on the bus had it before I had it, and they took this back piece off, and I'm like, oh, do you put batteries in there? Does it actually play tapes? No, it does not. But it's still freaking cool. And he does come with a tape. He came with Buzzsaw. So there's Buzzsaw. G1. He looks like Laserbeak, except he is gold as opposed to red and black. Gold. There's Buzzsaw. There's his bottom side. Very, very awesome. And once again, I do have paperwork. These things to me are like historical documents. The paperwork for the Transformers. These things are awesome. So we got that, and I also have the tech specs for both these guys. Once again, I got these from Badger Fist Collectibles. I'm not sure what Craig still has in stock for G1 Transformers, but he did have a few more. So if I am somehow getting you, interested in collecting G1 Transformers again, you used to collect them, maybe you want to get into it, check and see what Craig has to offer, what he has in his inventory. Once again, Badger Fist Collectibles, or just hit up Not Another Retro channel, Craig. Hit him up on Facebook or Instagram. Ask him what he has. Say, hey, I saw Cincy bought some G1 Transformers from you. What do you still have in stock? I know he has a few. So, there you go. All right, let's hit up the chat. I have, once again, Sectars to show you, G.I. Joe to show you, M.A.S.K, Star Wars, and Tron. So let's see what you guys are saying here. BK, Happy New Year. Nick Sapp, Sentinel Peter B. Parker was released. Was it really? I still need to get that Miles by Sentinel. Mason Huntley, how are you? Faceless Honor, I'd like to see McFarlane take over Legends. I don't know if that's going to happen. Malika Mabane, comments jumped. Malika Mabane said, Cincy, did you see Cobra Kai yet? This season was pretty good. I'm on episode 5. We just finished Yellowstone, the new season of Yellowstone. Gotta say, I didn't really like it. I thought it was a lot of filler. A lot of setup for other shows, spin-off shows. So it felt like nothing really happened. Although a few things happened, but it wasn't that great of a season. Anyway, normally a great show, Yellowstone. Kiwi says Mayfex SHF needs to go hard on the Batman figures. The McFarlanes look average. Tom Bowling, how's it going? The Bengals had a nice win yesterday. And yes, this dumbass here didn't start Joe Burrow. I had Joe Burrow on the freaking bench because I thought Matt Stafford was going to do something. Didn't happen. Missed out on 20 fantasy points. I'm an idiot. I deserve to lose. I'm in the championship. I deserve to lose. I'm down by 9 points going into week 2 of the championship, though, so we'll see what happens. Charles Weber, I love the hat. Thank you. A little Under Armour action. Let's see. Night of Rent says, I'm posing the Hot Toys right now. I'm going to go hard on Hot Toys in 1/6. In 2022, no more 6-inch figures. Kenner Star Wars will be another focus. Very cool. I like that you're focusing your collection. I tried doing that. I was unsuccessful. I could not get away from the 6-inch. I could not get away from the 3.75. As much as I wanted to, I just couldn't. I need more willpower, I guess. Let's see here. Doombot says, Batman and Superman are the ones who punch of DC. No way they would replace them. Jason Shane, how's it going? AZ Legends 480. What's up, man? Hashtag BAM. Blank Cover Network, Comics, Figures, and Gaming. G1 Dinobot Snarl, awesome find. Hell freaking yes. I need to find some room for my G1 Transformers. I don't have any shelf space for them. So I'm going to have to find a shelf to put them. Maybe I just need another Detolf. Maybe that's what it is. Just need one more Detolf. Let's see here. Ben Tensis says, more Funko Pops reeled me in again. Found 3 Fire Force anime pops. Ugh. I wanted to stop collecting pops. Ha ha ha. I haven't bought any pops recently. There's been a couple that I thought about. Mandalorian Boba Fett's, to be specific. But I think the last pops I bought were McDonald's pops. I'm looking in my storage closet right now. I can see the pops. I think the Mickey D's were the last ones I bought. Let's see. Hosetown says OG Dinobots, Jetfire, and Sideswipe and Sunstreaker are the only Transformers I have left from childhood. You got a good selection there, I gotta say. Good selection. He-Man 32 asked, how's my mom doing? Because every time I say how she's doing, something bad happens, so I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm just going to do this. I'm serious. Every time someone asks me that, and I say, you know, and I'm superstitious, first of all, but I don't want to jinx anything, because she's right now, so. She got some new eyeglasses. I helped her pick them out. Malika says, those vintage Transformers are so cool, they remind me of the simpler times. Speaking of simpler times, let's get back into the vintage toy haul with some Sectars, because it's right next to me. So currently, as we stood before this haul, I only had one Sectars figure, and it was this guy right here. And he's pretty badass, but I needed a bad guy to go with him. And I apologize, I don't remember his name. Is it Zorgon or something? Or I don't freaking remember. So I was at this toy show, and I was at Retro Madness's booth, and I saw this, and I was like, A, that's freaking awesome. B, I hardly ever see these. So we're going to start with this little bug. This came with the figure that I'm about to show, and the figure is currently on, you ready for this? A mount. So yes, for those that know Sectars, the mounts that they rode, these beasts that they rode. So first of all, there's the guy. He's an evil dude. The mounts, see that? I'm reaching into his butt. What does this look like from the bottom? It's a freaking glove. So when you were a kid and you got one of these mounts, I'm going to try and put my fingers in here without ripping this thing, because this is intended for a child's hand. Not a 40-something-year-old's hand. Almost in there. You can move its little legs around because my fingers are in there. How cool is this, honestly? You're a kid and you're playing with your toys, and you can literally put your hand inside this mount and make it look like it's a spider crawling. With a frickin' figure on the back, on its hand, on its back, on your hand. You know what I'm saying. There's a little... So the mouth is also tied to... There's a trigger here, and I think I'm doing it wrong, but you can pull the trigger down and it opens and closes the mouth. But how awesome is that? I don't want to mess this up, because again, intended for a child's hand, not a adult's hand, but how cool is that? Sectars with the mount, with the beast. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Very, very excited to have that in the collection, and he'll look great with this dude right here. And again, the guy that was riding on the back of the mount comes with this big bug. So freaking cool. Anyway, simpler times. Let's see here. The Flash movie is supposed to erase the Snyderverse. Nameless, 70 says. I don't know if they'll do that either. I don't know if they'll do that. We'll see. Bear comments jumped. I was on Barry Clemens. Barry Clemens, hey Cincy, hope you're doing well. Was supposed to go back to work today, but tested positive for the global bastard. That sucks, dude. First of all, hopefully you just... Hopefully you frickin' take the C and you kick it in the taint right to the curb, and you're like, F off, C. Go F with someone. No, don't F with someone else. Go the frick away. Bear Clemens, that sucks, dude. Hopefully you get over it very, very quickly. Knight of Ren. I'm in Kenner Star Wars. That's expensive enough. Knight of Ren, thank you for the natural segue. We're going to get back into the toy haul with something that can go with the greatest figure ever made in my book, because my dad bought it for me, and it was one of the only toys he ever bought me. The Snowtrooper. How can this Snowtrooper get even better? A, he's got the little cape. It's hard to find with a little vinyl cape. B, he's got the gun ski. He looks great. He's pristine, not yellowing at all. How can you make that figure better? Bam, that's how. You give him a freaking E-Web cannon. And yes, I have the box for it. Even though it's a Return of the Jedi, and this was in Empire Strikes Back because it was from the Hoth scene. Tripod laser cannon, which is now known as the E-Web cannon, thanks to Moff Gideon and Mandalorian. But you know what? It's not just the box. The freaking toy is in there. So let's get this out of here. And I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think I got this from Retro Madness. So once again, Retro Madness is a store here in the DFW area. I think they have 4 locations, 3 locations, 4 locations, something like that. But they were set up at a toy show. If you ever hear me or Craig refer to Boston Mike, he works at Retro Madness. And bam. Not only do I have the box for this beautiful, beautiful piece, I got the literature. And you know what? Kenner really does care. And it shows you how to assemble the E-Web cannon, tripod laser cannon as it's known. But mine is already assembled. Bam. So yes, this is going to be absolutely awesome in my display with my Snowtrooper. I'm going to have my Snowtrooper behind it. And there is that beautiful, glorious looking cannon with the big ass power supply there. So freaking cool. This is one that I knew I wanted. And if I saw it for a good deal with the box, with the literature complete, I was going to get it. So guess what happened? I found it like that, and it's going to go great with the Snowtrooper. Alright guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more items to go in this vintage toy haul. But let's see what you guys are saying. First of all, thank you all for being here. I went live at like 4 something Central Time, so I wasn't sure how many people were going to be here, but we have a very, very nice gathering of people here, so thanks for being here. Let's see. Tech Chucker, did you pre-order the Hot Toys Spider-Verse Miles Morales? He's going to be my second Hot Toys figure. Can't wait. I did not pre-order that one. But it looks awesome. The Gwen looks really good. And I'm thinking about picking it up if I see it. Tech Chucker, what's your first Hot Toys? Wasn't it a Hulk figure? If I remember correctly. I think you got a Hulk. That was your first one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was... Wasn't it Gladiator Hulk? I'm testing the old noggin here. Travis Clark, hello. Nick Sapp, what do you think of Antonio Brown running off the field? I think he needs to get some help, honestly. A lot of people were giving him a lot of crap, thinking that it's just like his personality. I think a lot of people are saying CTE. Concussion, I don't know what it stands for, but it's when you have a lot of repeat concussions and you act erratically. Your behavior's erratic. Even Tom Brady in the post-conference said he needs help. So I don't think it's just him being like, you know, a cocky, arrogant wide receiver in the NFL. I think the guy honestly needs some help. I hope we don't get like another news story about Antonio Brown that, you know, it's bad, like very bad. I hope he gets some help and yeah. So anyway, Night of Ren, then again, it is only the 3rd day of 2022, so that resolution of no 6-inch figures might go by the wayside. This is true. Michael Taylor, how's it going? Hi, Cincy Classified Alley Viper, already in my 2022 top 10 figures of the year. Really? If you follow me on Instagram, you know that a very, very, very recently released figure quite possibly made my top 21 of the 2021. So I haven't gotten the Alley Viper yet, but we'll see once I get it. Grail says, are you still in on the McFarlane DC? I don't like the character selection personally. I have 2 McFarlane figures in my top 21 of 21. One's a Mortal Kombat figure, one is a DC figure. But I haven't really been collecting them, honestly. So, Incurable Collector, because honestly, you know, I do buy a lot of DC figures, but the ones that I've bought the most of have been M.A.S.K, Mayfex, and SHF. And I really like those. Especially the Mayfex. Especially the Mayfex. They're killing it on the DC figures. Let's see. Incurable Collector, Happy New Year! How's your toy store project coming along? Oh, that's a retirement project. That's something that's quite a ways away. Probably like 5, maybe even 10 years away. I'm gonna retire and own my own toy and comic book store. That's my goal. So nothing anytime soon. Justin Shannon, my wife collects pops. She bought the 4 for The Witcher. Very cool. Jason Shane just said the wifey and I just finished Yellowstone and Cobra Kai, and I totally agree with you about Yellowstone and Cobra Kai was just meh for me. Johnny was the only positive for me, had me rolling. Yes, Johnny Lawrence is freaking hilarious. This season of Cobra Kai makes me want to go to a con and get William Zabka's autograph, because he's just killing it as Johnny Lawrence. He's like one of my favorite characters on television. He-Man, I understand that, man. I understand. Maleka says, so cool. Turtle Chris says, Retro Madness has a lot more Sectars in their Bedford location. Ooh, I got some credit at Retro Madness. So I am planning on making a Retro Madness trip ski one of these weekends. So I might have to stop by Bedford and see what they got. Turtle Chris, do you know if they have any M.A.S.K stuff? Because there's a couple M.A.S.K pieces I definitely still am looking for. Speaking of M.A.S.K, my own natural segue. Are you guys ready to see this? I have sealed, unboxed, unopened M.A.S.K figures, M.A.S.K vehicles. These were part of the, I think they were found in Chile, either Chile or Argentina. I don't remember which country, but apparently a giant storage container was found. I think it was Chile. And it was boxes of unopened M.A.S.K vehicles from 1985 or 6, maybe 7. I have acquired 2 of those through Badger Fist Collectibles. So hit up Craig if any of these 2 interest you. Hit up Badger Fist Collectibles because I think he still has a few. We're going to start with the smaller one first. Once again, M.A.S.K sealed. This is the iguana. So this is a sealed factory. That tape has not been broken. I have not opened this. I actually thought about buying a second one from Craig to open. I asked him if he had any where the boxes were kind of jacked so that I wouldn't feel as bad opening it. But this is one that I do not have in my collection. And that's why I wanted a second one to open. But I have a sealed one. The iguana with Lester Sludge is the driver of the iguana. How freaking cool is that? I thought about getting it not graded, but I think you can get it like encased, like I guess that is grading it, right? You would get it in a plastic case, sealed. I guess that would be getting it graded, but there's the first one, the iguana. One more look at that, badass. There it is, right there. Mobile shredder. 4-wheel ATV changes to a mobile shredder and back. It is safety tested. This is from 86. I was 10 or 11 years old when this came out, depending on the month. Freaking awesome. And the second M.A.S.K item that I have here, sealed in box, never opened. Bam, the Meteor. Another one that I do not have in my collection. And there's the, I'll get you a good shot of the box. Sealed. The Meteor. Kind of a weak transformation. It's basically a plane, and they say that the back half turns into like, I think a tank is what they call it. Yeah, they call it a tank. And then the front part is, I don't freaking know what they say. Stunt jet front flying pod with opening closed canopy detaches. So there's the, and it's Ace Riker is the pilot. What does Ace's mask do? It says Ace Riker of M.A.S.K with cruise control mask. So his mask is called cruise control. That pretends to accelerate or decelerate vehicles. Interesting. But there you go. Sealed M.A.S.K Meteor. Beautiful. I need a place to put it. I don't have anywhere to put it. And let's see what Lester Sludge's mask is called. Lester Sludge of Venom with Mudslinger mask that pretends to fling mud. So his mask pretends to fling mud. Good old Lester Sludge. Absolutely awesome, guys. So freaking cool that I have. I mean, it's not like the big ones. It's not like the Thunderhawk or the Switchblade or the Rhino or the Thundercracker or the Hurricane or the Jackhammer or the Condor or the Vampire or the Piranha or the Gator. But it's a sealed in-box mask, 2 of them, M.A.S.K vehicle with figures. So very, very cool in my book. And while we're at it, because I'm not sure when the wifey's going to get here with dinner, I'm going to just go ahead and finish out this toy haul. We're going to go with Tron. Actually, we're going to go with G.I. Joe first. I picked this one up from a dude that's set up at this toy show. And I don't have his information. I wish I had gotten his information. But Hooded Cobra Commander. I remember this was a mail-away figure. And I remember asking my mom to help me get this figure, like mail away for it. So this kind of holds a special place in my heart because this was like work. This was, you had to, as a kid, you had to work to get this figure. And we made it happen. I remember getting it in the mail. I remember being so excited that I got this little box in the mail. And my mom said, I wonder if that's the G.I. Joe figure that you mailed away for a while back. And I got so freaking like excited. So there's Hooded Cobra Commander with the gunski. Nice and tight. Very, very cool. Very excited to have this one. And then the last two, once again, are Tron figures. I'm pulling this guy aside for a reason. The first one I got is this guy, and I don't remember his name. But the cool thing about the Tron figures, and these were from like 1982, I think, by Tomy, is you could see translucent plastic. These are translucent plastic. Maybe this is the reason that I have such like an affinity for translucent figures. Because if you haven't noticed, I have like a little collection over here of translucent figures. I think this is where it started. It might have been this or Micronauts. But you got this guy. And then you got the main baddie from Tron, Sark himself. So there's Sark. And I do want to buy the Light Cycles. I do want to buy the Tron. I do want to buy the Flynn. So those are going to be figures that I am actively searching for. But the reason I got it out is because here is the SDCC Diamond Select translucent Sark next to the original Sark. How freaking awesome is that? How awesome is that? Both translucent. 20, 40 years apart from when these were made. This was like 82. This was like 2021. But how amazing is that? so freaking cool. At least I think it is. You guys are probably like, not really that cool, dude. Not really that cool. But I think it is. Blows me away. That was the haul, guys. So if you're watching this on the replay, that is the end of this vintage toy haul. Everything you saw here was from the 80s. I had Transformers, Star Wars, Tron, G.I. Joe, M.A.S.K, Sectars, Star Wars. But that was the toy haul. So I've been waiting a long time once again to share that with you guys. But let's check out the chat. And I'm here until the wifey gets here with Chick-fil-A. It's Chick-fil-A night. Because of our new diet, I'm not eating any frickin' waffle fries. I'm just eating chicken nuggies. That's all I'm eating. Buffalo sauce too. That's about it. But I'm starving, so I'm looking forward to that. But let's see what you guys are saying. All right. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. A lot of comments to catch up on. All right. We were at Turtle Chris, who mentioned the Bedford location. AZ Legends. So Jason says, dude, I totally forgot about those toys. Are you referring to Sectars? Turtle Chris, oh, that spider is awesome. He was referring to Sectars then. Troller says, how's it going? I'm doing great, Troller. How are you? Benny Hawkins, hey, Cincy, quick question. Is China from WWF Sergeant Slaughter's daughter? No. There's no relation there. BK says, Cincy, thanks for the lowdown on the Joy Toy 40K. Great pricing. 2022 seems to be starting out as the year of Joy Toy for me. I am so excited. And I got an email first thing this morning that said that they shipped. For those that are not aware, smalljoes.com. I don't know if they're still on sale. Smalljoes.com has the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K Space Marines Infiltrators. Both of the two sets. There's 4 figures in the set, and they're not 3 3/4. They're like almost 4-inch figures, but they look amazing, and they're on sale right now. So there you go. There's the heads up. If you're into Warhammer 40K, if you collected the Space Marine miniatures from Games Workshop from the 90s like I did, and you want a little representation in your collection of Warhammer stuff, check out smalljoes.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just know I like sales, so I'm just making you guys aware of that sale. Rolando, how's it going? Ren says more troopers, the only way. Bear Clements, thanks for the kind words, bud. Got the booster a couple weeks ago, so not feeling any symptoms. Excellent. I still need to get the booster. I got to take my mom to get hers too. Ren says E-Web, baby. Malika, accessories are always are fun. Ren says, I have a Minty Snowtrooper. I want a Snowtrooper on card. If I was going to get just one vintage Star Wars figure mint on card from the 80s, it would be the Snowtrooper. Definitely. So, yeah, add that to the things I'm actively looking for. Ramses Escamilla, what's going on since you finally catching your live stream? Been sick. Lucky it wasn't COVID. Hope you had a great New Year's Eve day. Can't wait for those classified Joes. Hell yes. And my memory is good because apparently I was right. Tech Chucker says his first Hot Toys was a Gladiator Hulk, so I did remember. Ren says I got 17 Hot Toys I started collecting a year ago. Bowling says not a fan of the movie, but the Hot Toys Athena figure looks pretty good. The Angelina Jolie. I thought it looked a little dull, honestly. I don't know. There's something about the armor, because it's supposed to have like a pearlescent effect, and it just didn't have any sparkle or shine to it. It just looked like flat. I don't know if they'll fix that or not, but if the armor looked like had like a pearl like effect, like reflective almost or shiny, I might actually go for that figure because I liked her in the movie. And how often are you going to get an Angelina Jolie Hot Toys figure? And I liked Eternals too. Tech Chucker said I had $150 in rewards, so I had to order something from Sideshow. Very cool. I actually have a Hot Toys figure shipping this week. Very excited for that one. Need to find a place for him though. Chisel Tip, I need that new Clayface, aka Poop Monster from McFarlane. That actually looks really good, honestly. I said earlier that I wasn't really into the DC McFarlane stuff, but that Clayface looks really good. Just that Shannon, this is an awesome goal to have your own toy store. I hope you do it. Eventually. Eventually. Dorkside Toys opened a storefront in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's about an hour away from me. I've driven through Murfreesboro before, like a couple times. Let's see. Nasser, thanks for being here. Don't worry that you're late. If you're showing up late, you can always catch the replay and check out which vintage 80s toys I had in this toy haul. And there are 2 that are sealed and boxed. Ren says Hooded Cobra Commander, they'd never make that figure nowadays. Probably true. Doombot says Tron. Turtle Chris, those are awesome. Got Tron himself on one of my gaming figures shelves. Missing his disc though. Yeah, my Sark doesn't have his disc. No disc for Sark. And then this guy came with like a staff, I think. And I don't have his weapon, but still cool nonetheless. Malika says old translucent figs are the shit. I agree. Totally agree. I love translucent figures in general. I don't think I've shown this one yet. But this right here is the I think it's a Hasbro exclusive Invisible Woman Sue Storm translucent figure. I think it looks awesome. I really like it. I love that you could see like the joints inside. All of the engineering of the figure. I love how you can see that. So cool. And I've got her right in front of translucent Johnny Storm right there. This one, I'll tell you right now, it did not make my top 21, but it was very, very close. I really, really like this figure. This is the Gamerverse Miles Translucent. Love this figure. Didn't make my top 21 though. Once you see the figures that I selected in my top 21, you might understand why that one missed narrowly, but there's just so much beautiful plastic on this table right now. I just want to frickin' turn the camera and show you guys right now, but it's glorious. Absolutely glorious. Holland Bricks, how's it going? 25 Toys. Tron and Dune were my biggest movie disappointments from my childhood. You know what, though? The new Dune, the Denis Villeneuve, how do you say his name? The new Dune that came out in 2021, one of my favorite movies of the year. So well done. Tron, say what you will about the original Tron. Tron Legacy is very underrated. Tron Legacy was a badass movie. I really liked it. So I wonder if 25 Toys, did you see and or like Tron Legacy or the new Dune? Blair Weatherby, what did you get from Star Wars? I missed that part. Bam. eWeb, baby. With literature. Why did I get the eWeb? Here he is right here. Complete. Why did I get the eWeb? Because of this guy. For those that don't know, if you're a new subscriber, my dad, who has passed on, he is no longer with us. He passed away in 2010. The only figure he ever bought, because my mom bought me like 99.9% of my action figures. My mom bought me most of my action figures when I was a kid. My dad only bought me one. So therefore, it's a very, very prized possession. This is the only figure, the Snow Trooper from Empire Strikes Back. This is the only figure he ever bought me. So it's my favorite figure. So it's awesome. And that's why I got the eWeb to go along with the Snow Trooper. Let's see. Jason Shane was referring to Sectars. What's your vintage Transformers Grail? Ren, my vintage Transformers Grail. And they're not that hard to find. I really want the Insecticons next. I want them. I want an Optimus. Those are the ones that I want right now. Probably a Devastator too. Let's see. JJMR, how's it going? My goal is to open a comic store here in Puerto Rico, JJMR says. Very, very cool. I hope you do one day. And I hope it is successful. And I hope you love doing it. Ren says, I got one of my Kenner Star Wars Grails Blue Snaggletooth complete. Got it last year. Very awesome. One of my Star Wars Grails, besides the carded Snowtrooper, is a Return of the Jedi Luke. There was like 3 or 4 versions. Snap Cape, non-snap cape, blue saber, green saber, sculpted head, painted head. I think those are all the variations. I want them all. I want all of the variations of Return of the Jedi Luke. Toyaholic, how's it going? Stuart says, what 80s cartoon would you like to see re-released in 2022? I would love Hasbro to re-release Visionaries like Classified. M.A.S.K. I want M.A.S.K. I want Super 7 to do M.A.S.K figures. I don't think we're going to get any vehicles. If the only vehicle I could see them doing is like because Super 7 did the Thunder Tank. I don't know, maybe a Rhino? They would do one of the big vehicles if they did M.A.S.K. I just want the figures. I think the figures would look freaking awesome. Because you could have the M.A.S.K. and you could have effects, like translucent effects, from whatever special power the M.A.S.K. had. I would like to see an X-Men cartoon, Nick Sapp says. Blair says, as soon as I find it, because the comments jumped, cool pickup, even better story. Holland Bricks, are you still pick up the modern 4-inch Joes since he... Yes, the ones that are at Walmart, the exclusives, yes, I've been picking those up. Absolutely. Rob Choi, what's up? Since you haven't caught you on a live stream for a long time. Thanks for being here, Rob Choi. I'm all done with my haul, so I don't have any more figures to show you, but I will just let you know one more time that I have really 4 videos coming out for like 2021 best of. I have a top 21 of 2021 separated into 2 videos. I have 21 through 11. I have 10 through 1, so that's 2 videos. I have I think it's going to be a top 5 favorite Hot Toys of the year, and you can see a couple of them right here in this frame this frame that you're looking at here. There's definitely 5 that I've really, really enjoyed this year. And then I'm going to do a most anticipated figures of 2022 as well, because there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, that I've already pre-ordered, that I've either already pre-ordered or that I'm looking forward to pre-ordering. But look forward to those. I do have one more video coming before all the Cincy Award videos. It is a toy hunt. I did a toy hunt at Walmart on day 1 of 2022. And I also have some Hot Toys that I recently paid off that I'll show you there as well. So that will come before the best of videos. And then for like 4 videos, it'll just be best of stuff. Let's see, 25 Toys. Haven't seen Tron Legacy, but we'll definitely check it out. If you check it out, 25 Toys, if you watch Tron Legacy, let me know what you think. Watch one of these streams, get on the comments and say, hey, I really liked it, or it was okay. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like Tron Legacy. 25 Toys says the new Dune was fantastic. Best reboot ever. It was freaking awesome. I can't wait for part 2. Jamelin Parks, since you went with Super 7, what about Reaction M.A.S.K with a full line of vehicles? I could definitely go for that. I would definitely go for that. That would be awesome. Because if they did the figures separately, we never really got the figures on cards. There was a few of the like special mission figures that were on their own cards, but most of the figures were released with the vehicles. So if they did the figures separately, that would be very cool. I can imagine how good the card art would look on those. And then the vehicles, if they actually had play features and I say transformed, but like, I guess it's transforming. They transform from regular vehicle to weaponized vehicle. That would be badass. I would totally go for that. And I would probably be 100% in. Troller says saw Tron Legacy 2 days ago. It's still good. Dunebot says Tron Legacy is gorgeous to look at. Toyaholic says Dune is a big saga. Hope they make it. Oh, Dune 2, Part 2, they've already greenlit it. So it is definitely coming. I think it doesn't start filming till next year, though. 2023. Turtle Chris enjoyed Legacy. I never played the Tron Legacy PS3 game. Turtle Chris says it's pretty fun. So I might check that out. JML Parks, would you want spring-loaded features? Yes. Definitely. Although that would increase the price. Because they'd have to basically re-engineer everything. I mean, technically, it wouldn't need spring-loaded action. It could just work on like pegs and stuff, pegging things in. Like I'm looking at the Thunderhawk right now. It's basically just the doors, the suicide doors open up into wings. I mean, you don't really need spring-loaded features for that. You could just like unpeg it and then fold the doors up to make the wings and then pull out the silver things. The Switchblade, I mean, I think that every vehicle in M.A.S.K could be done without spring-loaded action, and it would keep the cost down. Let's see here. Dustin, hello. Thank you once again for the Nerd Bar sign. For those that, if you follow me on Instagram, and whenever I take pictures of the Nerd Bar, there's a beautiful sign up top that says the Nerd Bar. Dustin made that for me, so always give credit where credit is due. He did a beautiful job creating that. So thank you once again, Dustin. Chris Padilla, how's the diet going so far in the new year? I mean, it just started like 2 days ago. So far, so good. I tried doing, I've heard working out on an empty stomach is like you feel great. And I did it this morning, and I felt great. Didn't have anything to eat. Drank some water, drank some Gatorade. Did a full workout. Felt fantastic. Came home, ate a banana, ate some peanut butter. Felt great. So far the diet's going well. I was in full-on cheat mode. Eating whatever the hell I wanted. Donuts, pizza, burgers, fries, tacos, nachos. Full-on cheat mode up until the first of the year, and honestly I like burned myself out on all that stuff. I was like, why am I eating this stuff? I feel miserable after eating it. I'm looking forward to my diet. By the 30th or the 29th, I was honestly just looking forward to my diet. So that's how like full-on cheat mode I was the last few days of the year. The M.A.S.K vehicles alt modes are basically like Super Pursuit Mode kit. That's true. I totally forgot about Super Pursuit Mode kit until now. 82,000 Hey Cincy, I watched Tron Uprising Disney cartoon recently. It's one of the best cartoons I've ever seen. I need to check that out. I don't think I've ever seen that. Nick Sapp says, I hope I'm wrong, but I heard Dune is 3 parts. Maybe. I thought it was only 2 parts. Let's see here. Third-party TMNT Party Wagon. Yes, please. Manic Mike says. Jamelin says, also, I saw Tron Legacy at the premiere in LA. It was great. It was a great experience. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm just inserting whatever words I want. I hadn't seen it since, but I do agree that it is underrated. Dustin says thank you. Thank you, my friend. Gil Garcia, the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt is a must-see Amazon movie. I really liked that movie. I actually really, really liked that movie, The Tomorrow War. My number 1 movie for 2021, Gil Garcia says. My number 1 movie of 2021 was Spider-Man. No Way Home. Number 2, The Suicide Squad. Had so much fun with that movie. It has high replay value. I can watch that. That's one of my like Sunday afternoon movies where if I have nothing to do, nothing to watch, I throw in The Suicide Squad and I just enjoy the hell out of it. Number 3 was probably Dune. Number 4, this is where I struggle. Might be Shang-Chi. I don't know. I know my top 3. My top 3 are pretty well set. Let's see here. AZ Legend says, we ordered a Peloton that arrives on the 12th. Full cheat mode till then. Hell yes. Enjoy it while it lasts. Just make yourself sick of that food so that by the time your Peloton arrives, you're not going to want any junk food. I've heard stories about like parents like finding their kids like sipping a beer or something at a very young age, and then they make them finish the beer, and then they just don't want beer ever again because it's disgusting. That's kind of how I felt towards the end of the year, me eating junk food. I just felt disgusting, and I wanted the diet to start, and I wanted to be like on a healthier path. Manic Mike, Yosinci, did you get any of the Sentinel fighting armor figs? No, I saw was it the Wolverine? I saw a picture of the Wolverine. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'd have room for it though. Jamelin Parks, have you seen Kate on Netflix? Yes, with what's her name? She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was also in one of the Die Hard movies. I forgot her name, but yes, I did see that and I did like it. Chris Morgan, my favorite movie from 2021 was Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's in my top 10. Definitely. I really love that movie. Oh. Family's here, food's here. I'm going to finish out the comments. Tom Bowling says you're not taking the girls to see Licorice Pizza. No, but I am going to watch that. It looks good. Love the director. Justin Shannon, No Way Home for me. Also saw a lot of movies. Not sure what number 2 was. Maybe Godzilla vs. Kong. I need to rewatch that. It's on my entertainment center. Got to rewatch that. Grail 640. Do you think we will get Legends of the villains from No Way Home? Hopefully we get a shiz ton of figures from No Way Home. From frickin' Marvel Legends, SH Figuarts, Mayfax, M.A.S.K, especially Hot Toys. I will go bonkers if they release some of the figures. I'm not going to give any spoilers that we saw in No Way Home. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, thank you, Brewers Baseball Rules. Great actress. Enjoy and no seconds for you, sir. Manic Mike says, hello, sir. How goes the new year? I'm wrapping up now, Astonishing News and Reviews, but check out the replay, please. Thanks for being here. But I'm wrapping up right now because my Din-Din's here. What Hot Toys are you looking forward to this year? I'll cover that on the next video that you see because I don't remember, honestly, what's coming out. The Dark Trooper for one, the Boba Fett on the throne, the War Machine from Iron Man 2, Rick Jones, take care. Enjoy your nuggies. Have a great night. Thank you, Jamelin. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year. Enjoy the year. Enjoy this week. And I'll see you guys on the channel. See you guys around the corner.